You're watching the NWP podcast. You're watching the new one live. You're watching the NWP podcast. You're watching the new one live. You're watching the NWP podcast. You're watching the new one live. You're watching the NWP podcast. You're watching the new podcast. I know this is time of day.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the New Watch. We'll take it from here. I'm Jimmy, and not with us, as per unusual, Mr. Tony York. I don't know what the fuck. I had the message right here, but he's doing something. He's gonna be late. What up, Scotty? Um, what up, Gunmetal Guy? I'm sitting here and I'm watching the fucking it's the closing arguments and the Johnny Depp thing. I know nobody else is interested in it, fucking except for me. But yeah, I've been watching that, and I noticed while I was watching that, I could pause it for you guys. You know, we got three people here, so I'll pause it. Um, I was fucking. I thought it was crazy how. Let's see if I could. I fucked it up. I fucked up the whole setup of the joke. But but yeah, Amber Heard's sister looks like Ted Nugent. I fucked it up. But yeah, here I got for a side by side reference, I got a picture of Ted Nugent and Amber Heard, and then I got a picture of Amber Heard's sister. I think that's from the 70s. I don't know. That's back before they waxed their shit. See, she did a little wax job. Nugent, that's the Nugent. What up, Oz? Um, yeah, Shawnee sent me this cartoon. Clinton says Epstein killed himself. Biden says the economy killed himself. And I love this fucking Bronco, American's limited government, whatever the fuck it's from. I love how they always give Biden a sippy cup. I think that's fucking pretty neat and interesting. Because he's retarded. Um, what else we got going on here? I did the Amber Heard joke already. That bombed. Uh, which that trial is fucking crazy. I don't know if anybody's keeping up on that, but it's fucking nuts. She's just like it. To I've never really known a pathological liar, like a motherfucker that'll fucking lie about the time of day and what color the grass is and that type of shit. Like this lady is just she seems like a horrible person. And me and the wife were looking yesterday, and I guess that got she got a surrogate to have her kid. Her kid's like a year old or something like that. So she got her kid a year ago, right in or around the time that she started going to court for Johnny Depp, and fucking it's crazy. It's just insane. Like I was thinking the other day, yeah, back to my point. I was thinking the other day, like what the fuck if she just got that kid just for like a publicity thing? She seems like that type of bitch. Like she's up there, she's barely crying on the stand. What's up, Sam A? She's barely crying on the fucking stand. But she's making all of the crying movements, the sobbing, the whatever. But you know how like I'm sure we've all had this at one point in time, but you try to like talk through a cry, and you're fucking like your chin is curling up almost out for like lack of better explanational terms, but like your chin is curling up, and it's really fucking hard to talk while you're crying. I don't know. This bitch is just like the shit. The baby is a sympathy tactic. I can see that too. Oh, you said something. Because the Depp trial, I've seen a couple of female YouTube creators actually asking females to behave better and not false accuse men. Will it work? Nah. Nah, of course not. Because you got some of the people out there like, this is going to this is gonna make it worse. She's making it worse for people that are real victims. And I mean, for what I hear from that is I can't just say that he hit me anymore. Cause I had my youngest, yeah, my youngest baby's mother, my youngest baby's mother. I was so lucky. We were separated, we were split up, and she kind of wanted to get back together, and we had visiting rights. So I had, at the time, I had took the bus. My ma had the kid, so I had took the bus, and I was gonna take the kid with me back to my apartment or whatever. And the bitch, I don't know how she got there. If her mom dropped her off, I don't know how the bitch got there. But anyway, long story short, we was going to leave, and she was like, "Well, you could just come back with me, blah 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 blah." And I'm like, "Nah, you're a fucking crazy bitch. Fuck you." And this bitch, I jumped in the car with my ma. She was gonna give me and the kid a ride back to the apartment. I jump in the car with my ma, and this bitch starts banging her head against the fucking McDonald's fucking wall, talking about, "I'm gonna call the cops and say you did this." She never called the cops, but fuck if she did. Thank God my mom was there as like a witness. Like, nah, this bitch was. I think they would have been smart enough to know anyway. I don't know if McDonald's had cameras at that time, but fucking, there's bitches out there that are like that, man, and this is just crazy. To watch this go down, it's crazy. And don't get me wrong, I expect Hollywood to be as shitty of people as you could possibly imagine, but fucking, there's a woman on trial for lying about cancer treatment who had a freaking kid in the middle of trial with boyfriend not married. See, that's crazy. And it's like I'll sit here and always joke around and fuck around and be like, yeah, women are devious and fucking trust no bitch and all that kind of shit. But I mean, it's weird how it's true. And like they're always coming up with some kind of a fucking, not that there ain't a guys that don't come up with schemes and scams and bullshit, but it's crazy how these broads, they're always pulling some kind of a fucking scam. The cancer shit, of course I believe that. Fucking, and it's also funny to me when you run into these kind of broads that are like, I want to be fucking equal and we're all equal and a woman can do anything that a man can do, and then they pull the woman card when it's convenient. Oh, I'm just a girl. Just that type of shit. It's just, I don't know, man. It's crazy. You guys with daughters out there, Tony, fucking, I know Oz, fucking, any of you guys out there with daughter kids, fucking, I respect you, man. That's fucking, it's got to be rough. The male female game has changed. If you they will F you on a whim and think sorry will fix a man's destroy. Yeah, yeah. Bat your little fucking eyelashes at me and fucking uh uh bustle your tits up to the top and shit and fucking think that it's all gonna be good after that. And that's that thing. See, everybody talks about fucking all the white privilege. Everybody talks about the fucking male privilege. Everybody talks about all the fucking privilege that there is in the world. I would say we all have our own fucking kind of privilege, and by privilege, I mean what bitches do. Fucking pump their tits up, fucking pump their tits like a shoe. I got the I got those fucking Reebok classics to pump it up. The fucking, what was it, Charles Barkley? I just got that in my head. But yeah, these fucking, like, that's your privilege. A woman's privilege is fucking getting whatever the fuck they want from any fucking man ever. And me and my wife were talking about like how women actresses aren't fucking respected, and I sort of disagree because I remember I made that joke a long time ago to Tony. Name five famous bitches, and he fucking, and I was like, yeah, exactly. He named one from like the 30s, and I was like, yeah, whatever, exactly. But I mean, I guess there's some respectable actresses out there. I just can't think of none off the top of my head. For fucks, I should have took notes. Barbara Streisand. Oh no, fucking what's the wings beneath my wings, bitch? Wind beneath my wings, bitch. Bette Midler, maybe. I don't know. But I mean, there's some fucking girls out there that don't just have the ditzy girl role, I guess. I don't know. I can't think of none off the top of my fucking head. Um, I invited my boss to go to NRA show with me today to skip work. I'd have let him carry my RPK, which is as long as he is tall. Good luck at the fucking thing, man. You think, hey, Shawnee, if you're still there, you think the fucking people at the NRA show, like, you think there's gonna be antis there? Is there usually antis there at the NRA show? I don't know. I feel like the NRA doesn't get protested enough. But yeah, I don't know if they have any protesters there or not. But be careful. She was screaming on social media like a retarded harpy that people should go to the NRA protest armed. What? Who? Certainly not Miss Hidalgo. she she's a fucking princess that I feel like can do no wrong. I don't know her or her politics, but I'm pretty sure she's the smartest lady on the planet. Women actors are the same as regular women. Try pimp their looks while young, but want cred when they're age out. Whether they earned it or not, I'm tired of the usual "woe is me." Yeah, that to feel bad for me or fucking, cause that part comes out too. If the fucking sexy part doesn't work, then it's the fucking but I'm a girl. That shit comes out. Um, Every NRA show, there's a small army of sexless, angry women wearing suspiciously flat shoes and pixie cups. Yeah. And purple fucking hair dye and that kind of shit. Yeah, and Bette Midler did Wind Beneath My Wings. Uh, Fucking Streisand did Yentl or something like that, I think. But yeah, fucking. I don't know how late Tony's gonna be. It's already 20 past the hour. But, um, at the expense of possibly deleting my progress in this fucking Johnny Depp trial. I gotta pause, so hopefully the live feed will just pause where I paused it at later when I watch it. Otherwise, I gotta figure out where the fuck I was at. But let's check out a little fucking gun news. I know that it was pretty. When I checked earlier this morning when I got up, it was pretty heavily fucking that 18-year-old dipshit that went into a fucking. I didn't even know that. My wife was fucking telling me about this shit about the Texas guy because I don't, you guys know I don't follow the news like that and shit. But she was telling me about this kid. So apparently this was some 18-year-old fucking faggot. I don't think he was gay, but he was a faggot and he fucking shot his fucking grandma in the face. And I guess there's Facebook posts like, "I'm gonna shoot my grandma," shot my grandma. Now I'm gonna shoot a middle school. Like I understand you can't just like see something on fucking Facebook and all of a sudden jump into action and I gotta go stop this kid or I gotta alert the authorities. Like I understand that, but man, what the fuck? Yeah, and Ray Liotta died, and I'm fucking thinking it's another one of these fucking Bob Saget, Louis Anderson died from the corona vaccine. I can't even say it with a straight face. But yeah, fucking, I don't know, man. Rest in peace, Ray Liotta, though, for sure. That threw me off. I went to the last NRA rally in Indy 2019, and there were no protesters. Well, good. Yeah, I would imagine that that would be a place that the protesters would fucking flee from. But then nowadays, 2019, that's fucking 3 years later, 3 years stupider, and all of the other stupid kids that were around in 2019 are 3 years older. So, I mean, shit happens. But yeah, this fucking kid, fuck that kid in the fucking, in Texas. I don't know if they killed him or not, but I hope that they killed that kid. Or will kill that kid. Well, he's in Texas, so if he is still alive, uh, he'll get the fucking message. Yeah, should we just do a moment? Let's just hold on. Moment of silence for Ray Liotta. Now
We
you,
live?
Yeah, now you come in. Hold on. We're doing a moment of silence for fucking Ray Liotta, all right? Yeah, we're live. All right, moment's over. What's going on?
Uh, I had to go pick up the center home thinking.
Can't hear a word you're saying, Tone.
I said I had to go pick up the old lady from work. I think she might have got COVID since I was going around up there.
Oh shit, that sucks.
No, I don't. That means we can get our fucking cabin done.
I'm not laughing at you. Fucking Sean just sent me a picture. I'm gonna fucking look at it's on the oh no it's not. He sent it to me privately.
Morning, fellas.
Yo, you guys can see it on the Discord thing already. Early fucking thing. This guy says, I fucking love skirts. I wish I was a girl sooner. Oh shit. Think about how long the cops stood around like fucking cowards while this guy hauled ass up there and lit that little fucker up. I don't know. Is that what happened at the shooting? At the Texas one? The Texas murders?
The cops hung out an hour before it was done.
But did somebody run up and shoot him?
That I don't know. That's
Oh,
that shooter.
that's the shooter in drag? Oh my god. So he was I called him a faggot earlier. I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it in the hateful sense because apparently he was a faggot. Ray and Field of Dream I find a fucking like I can't Ray Liotta's one of them actors where fucking I don't think he's made a bad movie that I could recall. The one where you were on the island a long time ago, I forgot what the fuck that was. That was pretty good though. The one where he was like different. I didn't. Ray Liotta hasn't made a bad movie. Has Ray Liotta made a bad movie?
Not that I can bring to mind.
Okay, the Border Patrol, the agent that killed him, drove 40 miles to do it because his wife called him from the school.
So what has happened with the school resource officer that yesterday was there and got injured and today wasn't there?
What's the what is a resource? Is that like their police liaison type deal?
That's their school security officer.
Oh, okay. But he's a cop, an actual police?
I don't know if he's a cop or he's a retired
Oh, okay.
cop. They had some sort of internal security.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, this guy made an ugly bitch. Didn't have any kind of titties. So, glad he's dead. It's still on my Discord. Hold on. That's hilarious. Oh my god.
Too bad somebody didn't see this and kill him before he killed a bunch of kids.
Yeah, right. A group of rednecks in Texas saw this and like, hey, round that boy up over here.
I
Attaching.
thought you Texans drug people on fucking road behind pickup trucks when they did shit like that.
Yeah. All right. Tie him up to the balls, the brass balls that I got hanging by my license plate. uh, when I was in public school, being the school resource officer was a punishment if you fucked up on the beat. Every cop, we called them in our school police liaisons because they were the school's link to the police. So fucking, but they were always like the fat ones or the dumb ones or both. It was never like fucking, you never got like Detective Stabler in there fucking helping the kids out or nothing like that. It was always the fucking dipshits. So I could believe that.
I don't know. Yesterday they were saying he was there and he engaged and got wounded, injured. And then this morning they're saying he wasn't there.
Like he no call no showed. Fucking.
I don't know. Seen a kid approach him with a gun, split.
Oh my God. Yeah, look, I can't. I didn't expect school shootings to happen here. I'm gone. What a fucking piece of shit. Oh my goodness. Tony, wow, you got a great memory. You talked that Jasper bullshit from years ago. Uh,
Hey, that I don't know. Right now, I'm kind of annoyed at a lot of my friends, uh, online friends from around the world, with the only this happens in America, except it happens in your country too. You fucking dumbass. Just look at the fucking headline.
what, the Texas thing?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and over there they use bums and fucking knives and shit like that. I mean, they have a knife recycling bin. You know, like the fucking uh what the fuck are the people that give to the homeless called? The army. Swiss, not the Swiss army. Fucking what, you know what I'm talking about? Salvation Army Salvation. What the
Yeah.
that shit?
Salvation Army.
Salvation Army. Yeah. Okay. You know how the Salvation Army has little drop boxes for clothes and shit?
Yeah.
Britain has that for knives. Drop your
Are they
knife because they have a knife problem now. They don't. Guns are illegal, so they got a knife problem.
are they setting up a place where people can come in and pick up knives that they can't afford to buy?
Oh no, those are going back to the government, or probably, or maybe getting resold on eBay or something like that. I don't fucking know. I don't know. But I showed something earlier though. Um, I noticed something that I wanted to bring up with you, but I didn't. Uh, Amber Heard's sister looks a lot like the Nuge. Like
Uh,
a lot. Like her mom could have went out on her dad a couple times with the Nuge.
Nuge was pretty well known for fucking anything that had a hole in the heartbeat.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. Might be fucking Amber Heard's sister's dad. I got a picture. It'll probably take that lag will take you a second, but I'm showing a picture now.
I'll always scratch my head about Kid Rock.
Kid Rock could be Nuge's kid too, yeah. So there's a picture of Ted Nugent and Amber Heard, and then there's a picture of Amber Heard's sister. And I think that the resemblance is striking.
Well, I may think that whenever. There we go. Uh,
I'll do it again. Maybe I should just keep doing it.
if I were Ted, I'd be stockpiling and burying all my damn DNA.
Wango Tango! I tuned out all family and friends who waffle in that quasi liberal bullshit. I haven't talked to people in my family for years because of my beliefs.
There, I can
For
see some
years.
family resemblance there.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I
High
really don't have
cheekbones, nose, chin.
that. I want to eat whatever the fuck comes in front of me. Smile.
Yeah. Amber Heard definitely got the lucky part of the genetic stick, that's for sure.
Ah, whatever. Still fucking. She didn't get the lucky part because she didn't get any sanity.
Well, apparently the ugly one too. Amber Heard used to beat up on the ugly one too. I was watching the closing arguments today before it stopped.
So, sister was Depp's witness.
No, sister was Heard's witness. Still her punching bag till this day. metaphorically and physically, apparently. But she just looks gross. And she was sitting there in the fucking in like the what's it called in the gallery, and just like looked nervous because Amber Heard was testifying again yesterday. Like they brought her back up for a rebuttal, and
Yeah, she's probably waiting for her to say she did all that shit,
yeah,
not me.
yeah, nah, well, nah, because she lied on stand too. Like if Heard gets accused of lying on the stand, then fucking so's Amber Heard's sister. I don't know. Podcast. Copland was Ray Liotta's best role alongside Stallone. Keatle, De Niro, and Robert Patrick. Yeah, yeah, I liked Copland. Copland
Well,
was good. Ray Liotta always had that about it. He wasn't that kind. He wasn't like a Nick Cage actor. Like every role Nick Cage does, he's Nick Cage. He was different than that, but he still had like his own. Like Ray Liotta had like his own style. Like you could
you
tell.
knew he was still that fucking crazy son of a bitch, just ready to pop out.
Yeah, if you seen Ray Liotta in a movie, you knew he was up to something. You know, what I mean? Like yeah, like those guys that are typecast as the bad guy type shit. Like I don't know. But he was good though. He was one of the good ones for sure.
So, are we ready to move to other stuff? I'm going to talk
Um,
Leota.
no, go ahead.
I actually like Leota.
Yeah, he's one of the few ones that I like.
I can't particularly remember what I liked him best in, but I'm old. Fucking shit.
I'm middle aged and I still fucking I can't remember the names of half of his movies. I remember Heartbreaker with Jennifer Love Hewitt, where
Nope.
the daughter was a whore. The mom and the daughter were like a whore scam artist team, and they'd get
I
with
know.
rich men.
I think he did a good mobster.
Always, yeah. He did a good mobster. He did a good cop. He did a good crooked cop. He did, yeah. He was good in Killing Me Softly, but I didn't like him in Kill. That was Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt's one of my favorites too. But fucking, he was good in that movie, but he was like the bitch. But he still played it good. Like if you guys ever get a chance or haven't seen it yet, watch Killing Them Softly with Brad Pitt. It's good. It's a good little flick. Nice time waster. Do we really expect the sister not to co-sign? Her cray cray may be her. Well, yeah, the sister is fucking Heard's little bitch. Like the sister, yeah. Ray was what we called an old-fashioned movie star, Mitchum Reynolds, etc. Yeah, that's maybe he had that kind of an old swagger about him. Maybe yeah, maybe that was it. I don't know. But yeah, we can move on. What do you got?
Uh, you remember my adventure with the Walmart third party vendor?
Oh yeah, where they stole your money?
Yeah, that one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I had talked to him Monday about it. And as far as I was concerned, it was all done. I I had got a tracking notice from them, which is what alerted me in the first place. Seen that first.
Mm-hmm.
Well, after I'd contacted Walmart, went to my bank and canceled my card and got a new one, and the money was all securely in my account.
Right.
I was like, fuck it, and let it go. Until yesterday when I get a fucking email saying your package has been delivered from this fucking outfit. I'm like, you know, kind of take because I'm gonna have to send this fucking shit back. And I go out and there's no damn package. So I'm
What?
like, these guys are fucking bananas and thought nothing of it. Got the mail yesterday. Somebody had sent me a fucking manila envelope, USPS first class, tracking. But when I opened it, it had a blank piece of fucking paper in it. And the outfit was some title company, so I'm thinking shit concerning the fact that I just purchased property.
Yeah.
Didn't think much of it. And the old lady said, "Is that them radios?" And I got to thinking, so I've saved all of this correspondence between them and I from Walmart.
Yeah, of course.
Went back and looked, and yes, this is a tracked letter from that fucking outfit that was what they said were the radios being shipped. This fucking blank piece of paper they fucking sent me. These cocksuckers are committing absolute fraud.
That's crazy. And now is that coming directly from Walmart?
No, it's from a
It's a
third party
vendor.
vendor
Yeah,
through the
okay.
Walmart website.
Okay.
So
So
I
they do
contact
like
Walmart.
Amazon does and fucking eBay and all that shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
it's all the same damn deal.
Gotcha.
I contact Walmart yesterday and tell them what's going on. They say, well, we will look into this, see that it's taken care of. But if you want to, you should probably contact the FBI and the post office
Oh
because
my God.
this is definitely fraud. So that's for my schedule a little later today.
That's crazy.
And I damn near threw the fucking thing away. Because you get fucking shit and junk mail all the time, and you're like, man, I wonder how many people they've sent these fucking to that have pitched the fucking letter and then had this outfit come back on them saying we got proof that we sent them the product.
It's time for Tony to throw back on his badge and get to work.
Yeah, something
Did
like that.
agents get
So
badges or you just got identified
no,
cards?
I had a badge.
Yeah, hey, time for Tony to put back on his badge and get back to work.
I believe my badge number was 7231.
We got an overseas fucking scam going on.
Oh no, this is from 175 Ocean Avenue, Brooklyn, New York.
That's what they say. Can they? Yeah. Can they change the address and really be doing it from like India or something?
I don't know. They would have to have somebody drop it at the mail. I mean,
Over
I think
there.
you have to. I think you have to do these tracked postage things. Well, maybe not. You can do it online, I suppose.
Sounds like a stakeout, Tony. You're gonna have to deputize me and pick me up, and we're gonna have to get to work.
I'll pick you up. Actually, I'm going to drive up to the post office, which is 4 blocks away, and talk to them. Uh, but right now, I don't want to let go of this fucking letter
Nah.
because it's the only fucking
Make a copy and
thing I
send.
got.
Make a copy
So
and keep the original.
I have to. There's no letter to make a copy of. It's blank paper. I just have to have this fucking label on this envelope
Oh, well, what the fuck?
because it's got the tracking number that corresponds with the tracking information they sent me that don't really look like radios at all. And radios wouldn't have fit in this. If they'd been smart, they'd send a fucking box.
I'll tell you what, I'm sorry you're going through this, but I'm glad I didn't order any of them fucking radios you told me to get
This has
yet.
got nothing to do with that.
No, I know. I'm just joking.
Matter of fact, I got one of those coming in today.
You would hope.
I'm sure it is.
Well, check this out. I hate to circle back around to this, but I started reading it before you started talking, and I wanted to finish reading it, but I wanted to also respect you while you were talking. So this is going circling kind of back to the Texas guy. Um, but this is concerning a different situation. 8 days before a Texas teenager killed, I need water. 8 days before a Texas teenager,
Here,
hold on, I'll get one. 8 days before, you don't take drinks from other people, Tony.
sealed fucking bottle of water, you pussy.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that you didn't stick a hypodermic needle in the fucking very top of it and shoot something
Well,
into it.
I do have needles on hand, so
Yeah, see? Trust none. 8 days before the teenager killed 19 children and two teachers at Robb Elementary School, the manufacturer, I see I need water, of the rifle used in the massacre posted an ad on social media that featured a toddler holding a similar weapon. In quotes, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Read the post from Daniel Defense on May 16th, the same day that Robb Elementary shooter turned 18, murderer turned 18. Um, But yeah, we talk about this all the time. You should train up a child, especially from a young age, to get them going. And I need some fucking water. Go ahead, Tony.
Well, first off, you have to use some fucking common sense with your advertising. You know, and likely as not, they intended that to be offensive to people who were anti. That was done on fucking.
It was a long
It's.
fucking what?
I said it was on purpose.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Uh, how could they have possibly imagined that the shit was going to go down? You know, so they're going to face some serious backlash for a while, and there might even be some legal shit thrown at them, but I doubt.
But it
You
came
know,
out the day he turned 18, so they're trying to imply that fucking the kid saw this ad and went to go kill a bunch of kids because of it.
well,
That's
they're
kind of what
trying to
I'm.
make that fucking tie.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting from.
Nobody's asking the fucking question that we asked Monday. Where the hell did his money come from?
Yeah, yeah, because he didn't get a cheap AR. Obviously, he got Daniel Defense. You know, they're
I
fucking definitely higher than mid range. That's for sure.
I got fucking some cushion of money in the bank, and I couldn't fucking do that.
Yeah, no shit, no shit.
Plus thousands of dollars a month in income from me and the old lady.
Yeah, I would still miss
And,
that. That's good. That's a good fucking couple grand right there. At least more than a couple grand.
you know, why isn't anybody asking where the fucking money come from?
I
You
almost.
know, they are fortunate. Fortunately, they're asking where is the fucking resource officer. You know, but this school had just last year doubled their security budget, or the school district, not this school. I mean, let's face it, and this might come off as sounding cold, but it's not meant to be.
Yeah.
You know, which of their school buildings do you expect there would be a problem in? Not the one that's in elementary school student.
Yeah. Which was
You know,
crazy because I thought when I heard element, when you know, as one does, when you hear news, you speculate immediately. So when I hear fucking elementary school, I'm thinking an elementary student came in and shot up other elementary students. But
uh,
it was fucking. That's just. I don't know. This is the cra. When I found out the details about it, about how he shot his grandma and posted all this shit on Facebook and everything, I'm just like, this is a fucking. This is clearly a nutbag.
well, yeah. I mean,
And
and
they say he has no reported mental illness. How? Like, nobody paid attention to him in his fucking room or something like that. I don't know.
I've heard bullshit that's talked about with him shooting at people with pellet guns or killing animals. I don't know that any of that shit's true, and I won't say that it is until there's some legitimate proof. Uh, but most likely, there was no indications because nobody was looking.
Yeah, honestly, Sammy, I don't. I honestly don't know. He said if he had a pistol beforehand or something like that, but I don't know. He may have been a gun owner, he may have not. I don't know. But at 18, I
Look,
don't think. Are you can't legally buy a fucking pistol though at 18. I don't know if you
no,
can own it.
you can't. I think you can in most states.
You can own it. You just
Not
can't buy
all.
it and carry it.
Thing is that if you were really going to do something like this, you need to get into a place, injure a lot of people. And I want to leave kids out of this mix to make it sound less fucking cold than it's going to.
Mm.
Uh, it would be wiser to carry a couple of fucking handguns
Well, yeah, yeah,
because you could get deeper into the system before anybody realized that you was fucking armed at all. You know, they
yeah.
got video of him going in the building armed.
Well, right now you kind of made my argument for fucking concealed carry and all that shit, and why like open carry is, especially when the ones that sling rifles across their back and shit like that, it's just It's just not tactical. But
I'm thinking
it's
on. Go ahead.
no, go ahead. I'm done.
I'm
I'm trying to get
thinking
the dogs in.
honestly, back to this resource officer thing, that if he was there, whether he engaged and got hurt or not, they're going to say that he wasn't there at all, keep him from getting fucking lynched.
You're talking about the cop or the
Yeah,
whatever, the resource officer, whatever.
if the resource officer's there, and they're saying today that he wasn't, but they said yesterday that he was, and he got either wounded or injured. I don't remember the terminology. Uh, if he was there and got injured and didn't stop this, I mean, if he got killed and you'd stop him, it's one thing.
Right.
But not being dead, you should have done whatever the hell you was able to do until you were dead to stop this fucker. And I
Yeah.
know every parent involved in this is going to think the same way.
Well, you're a fucking. This is. I mean, not that high school students are any like different or anything like that. But I mean, it is different though, because the high school student, like, I can understand them being able to defend themselves. But if you're there as a fucking any kind of an officer, and you're there and your job is to protect the kids there, the little elementary school fucking kids,
I told the
you should fight to the death. I agree with that completely.
I told the one friend that I was discussing this, who was Australian, going on about what can you do to stop this, leaning to ban an AR-15, and I'm like, uh, I could accomplish that sort of thing with any number of guns that aren't AR-15, that
Oh
aren't
yeah.
even semi-automatics. I said, what you can do to prevent this shit is lock fucking doors.
Yeah, I mean,
This kid walked in an unlocked door to school. He walked into the classroom that he killed the kids in and locked the fucking door behind him.
yeah, every school I've ever been in has big ass fucking either thick wooden doors or thick steel doors. Like they're fucking the fake steel, galvanized steel or whatever, but they're all fucking got thick doors that aren't that easy to just bust into if you just closed them and locked them.
Can you shoot the lock off of those doors? Yes, so that can be gotten past. But it does
It
two
still
things.
creates a barrier. Go ahead, I'm
It's
sorry.
a barrier to slow him down, and it also makes it much harder for him to lock the cops out.
Yeah, because he already fucking he's gonna have to break that door to get in. So that means there's no shutting it and locking it behind him.
And the funny thing on the report this morning was is they said that the cops were there within 15 minutes,
Uh,
but they had to wait to the special assault team. I don't know if they called it SWAT or what. They didn't use the term SWAT when the cops were talking. Uh, had to come in to get into the room.
what's the
And I'm thinking,
worst
break.
thing? I gotta ask you a question and break in here real quick. What's the worst thing? Because you're talking about they got all this fucking procedure to go through while kids are getting murdered. What do you think the worst thing would happen to the fucking cop that decided, hey, fuck this, I'm going in? Besides getting shot and murdered, like, what do you think that the worst thing could happen to him career-wise would be? Do you think that he would get fired for that, or do you think that he would
No,
get a fucking medal for that?
I don't think he'd get fired unless he went in and shot people other than the bad guy.
Well, yeah, if he completely fucked up.
You
But
know,
I mean, it was a
if he
kid. You
was,
walk in there and shoot him in the side of the head while he's shooting up the fucking classrooms or something like that. I don't know. You got
but
to be there to make that kind of call.
God damn it, now I lost where I was.
Sorry, I just had to add in that before you before I just stopped talking about it. While you
I
regain your
completely.
thought, I'm gonna go in here and fucking look at these comments real quick. Or did
Somebody
you?
tell me the last thing I said.
I can't. I was talking over you, so I can't remember.
That's why I said somebody and not.
Tony gonna put on a fedora and pull the detective special revolver. Yeah, smoky office. Ah, see.
Yeah,
Anybody?
but I was talking to this girl in Australia who I've known for, God, 17 years now. I befriended her when she was 15.
Yeah, mate.
And, they they're good about like fucking a lot of people just going off the cuff at what they see on TV, and I'm like, you know, the gun ain't the friggin' issue.
It's the people.
We need to be able to keep these fucking lunatics out.
It's completely the fucking well, not only the lunatics, but it's the people. Period. It's the whole point. I wish that somebody could put into better words the point that I made the other day. Fucking, they, all the kids had the most opportunity to shoot up the schools back in the fucking 50s and all that shit when they were bringing guns to school, but they didn't because the kids didn't want to shoot anybody. There was no such thing as getting 15 minutes of fame for doing anything crazy like that. They were more disciplined back then. I could argue that. I could agree with that argument. There was fucking there
I certainly was.
there was no want. Now all of a sudden kids get their little fit their fucking shut-ins and they get their 15 minutes of fame through this shit, or they're just fucking crazy. I don't. This guy just seemed like he went
Well,
for the fucking softest target he could find. Grandma, and then an
well, how
elementary school. Like that's crazy.
do you really think though that that elementary school was just due to the fact that his vehicle ended up there? You know, if he'd
That
been
yeah
able to
okay.
drive it,
That makes
you know,
sense.
I don't think that that was his initial target. I don't know what would have been. You know, this is just absolute fucking guessing. But you know, the fact that he disabled his vehicle there,
That's probably it. Yeah.
uh,
But it said in Facebook, now I'm going to shoot an elementary school.
yeah, I don't buy that shit unless I see it.
Yeah, it was just according to an
That's what
article
it
that
is,
I
a
was
bunch
reading.
of fucking bullshit. And this is kind of where I was going. You know, does this notoriety actually contribute to this stuff? You know, I have said it does, and I believe it does, but is that really part of it?
Holy shit, Sammy was saying it's $2,046 for one of them fucking things, and he got two, so he
So
spent
this
four
dude dropped
grand. Yeah.
4 grand plus
Holy.
tax, so
Yeah.
he's probably $4,300,
Yeah, I would say 42, 43 into it for sure.
and he had a job at fast food joint.
Man, he's good with his money. He's a saver.
Yeah.
Or his parent. What if his parents got it for? How come his parents aren't on trial? They must have not got it for him. He must have got it for
Well,
himself.
he moved out. He was living with grandma.
Oh, his grandma got it.
Him and mom got into it pretty good. Mom's probably thinking, "God damn, I'm glad that little fucker."
Yeah, Mama would have shot me. Holy shit.
I'm sorry to people that get offended by the humor. That's questionable if it's actually ends up being humorous or not. It is
He's
attempted to be
no,
funny.
don't apologize. It's a sign of weakness. He says the
Uh,
last thing that you said was waiting on a special assault team.
oh, uh, the the cops were there within 15 minutes, but they were waiting on a special assault team to come in and reach the door. Now they follow up that by saying they breached the door with a key they got from the principal. Now, why couldn't the cops got fuck key when they got there 15 minutes in? Why did they wait a fucking hour?
My theory is, and it sounds complete. You talk about cold. Wait till this one comes out. Fucking. But I don't know. I think that they were holding off so more people could get killed. That
Oh,
the
I can't.
maximum casualty.
I I can't go there.
I don't want to either, but shit, I've seen a lot of the things that have gone down, so I don't know, man.
What what would you do if you were standing
I got
at a
my
school
gun.
building? Yeah,
I'm in there.
yeah, me
Kids are
too.
getting fucking murdered. Children are getting murdered. I'm running in there. High school, maybe I might think twice. I don't know.
Yeah, might sort some of them out. The kid, when
Yeah. Yeah, is he getting the ones with the purple haircuts and shit like that? Fucking let him keep going.
I yeah, they say identifies as
Yeah, let him take them. But fuck, nah,
seriously.
no one should die. But I mean, yeah, if I was outside of that elementary school, if I was any one of them cops, like I always, and you'll forever catch me saying this, I need to be in the situation to make that call. I would have to be in that situation to make that. I'll always defend both parties that were involved in any shooting because I would have to be in that situation. But this
I
situation, I know for a fact, if kids are getting murdered, I'm gonna be in there.
had they had some school meetings or assemblies for the kids that I went to, and I had once told the old chief of police, whom I knew all my life. His name was Tom, and he was a great fucking guy. And this was when this stuff first started bubbling up,
Mm,
way back when my kids were in school,
yeah,
high
right.
school. And he was talking about how they were making plans to respond to such a thing. And I said, Tom, just remember this: do not fucking shoot me in the back, meaning that I would be there already.
Yeah, yeah. Make sure. Cause I've seen. Well, I can't get into that one too much, but yeah, I've seen something similar to that.
I mean, my poor daughters are in this building. If
Uh,
somebody's doing stupid shit, you think I ain't gonna go?
yeah, yeah, for sure. Be
I
in
mean, I may
there.
not act like it, but these are my fucking blood, and I love them dearly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm kids. Period. But yeah, if it's even that, for sure, there's no question. I don't see how there wasn't people rushing in. Them cops would have had to have, which they might have, but them cops would have had to have shot me to stop me from going in.
That's I can't quite. The principal, I'm assuming, was there. Because it was school day. School is in session. So why did they wait for? If the timeline is what I heard was linear, why did they wait 45 minutes to go? Now, one person I heard talk about it said they were an hour after the initial cops were there, so it would have been an hour. But
Jesus Christ.
yeah, no shit. What the fuck? Where in the hell is one real honest to God brave fucking cop saying this is not fucking right?
Um,
Let's.
go ahead.
I never want to walk into gunfire.
Well, it's not optimal for sure.
Uh, but goddamn,
Let's see. Gunmetal guy says we need to go deeper. We live in a culture that pushes males and men to ultimately boys to the side. You get a lot of generational boys.
generational.
I'm trying, man. Generational boys that are lost and don't know what to do with themselves. Oz, yeah, that's yeah. But Oz says it's a parenting problem. Nobody teaches their kids respect for life and for those around them.
I was gonna.
Sammy says I thought we were done with fucking school shootings, but this ain't gonna never as long as this
We
is an issue,
we
it ain't gonna be
can't.
done.
This is
No.
going to be the same deal that I said with Vegas. We did not want to discuss Vegas, but absolutely fucking.
Oh no, he didn't mean we as in me as in we're done talking about it. He thought it was done like in the media and done
No,
happening.
fuck no.
As long
Not as long
as
as there's a fucking liberal lunatic left alive, there's going to be fucking news to be made.
yeah, and well, and that, and also, as long as there's still fucking, like Oz was saying, man, people have no respect for nothing. They watch fucking movies, they play fucking video
Video
games,
games.
yeah, and they fucking think that that's like life. I mean, I don't think it's
One
to that extent, but
one of the people in that conversation with that girl from Australia, or woman from Australia, hell's 35 now, uh,
whatever.
asked me. although she just asked it in a general question, is, how much do you think video games are involved in this sort of thing, making people like this? And I'm like, well, I can't answer that because I don't play them. I played The Legend of Zelda for a while, but I've played nothing since, so I don't know how much of it could really play into someone's psyche.
The
And
video
then I'm
games.
thinking,
Go
I
ahead.
have to ask Jimmy this.
Video games. So I'll tell you like this for sure, because I know people and I do it. But the video game thing, it's just as likely to fuck with somebody's psyche as it is for a movie. You have to get somebody that's really dumb. You have to get somebody that fucking is really like gullible, kind of, I guess. I don't know what the better word, like, is persuaded by what they see and shit like that. And I mean, it's kind of like a fucking whole concoction mixed up into one person, but it's rare.
How many how many times do you think that there have been people that donned capes and jumped out windows after watching Superman?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
It
saying.
happens more than you would fucking believe.
Who was the last one that did that? Fucking Eric Clapton's kid?
That wasn't what he did.
He
Uh,
jumped out of the window because he went to the circus.
he jumped out of the window after going. This was a fucking 2-year-old kid.
No, he jumped out of the window after going to the circus.
Right, but it wasn't due to the circus. He just didn't realize that there's a fucking way down.
Oh, I thought it was because of, like, he was trying to
No,
recreate something.
no, 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 no. He was just crawling and he climbed out the window.
Oh, yeah, that sucks. I mean, it sucks either way, but that
The
sucks.
last one I heard of was 12, and that's been about, God, taxing me for that, probably 10 years ago.
Why don't I ever hear about things? What was the incident? I never heard about this shit.
Just, it was some blurb in fucking Peoria News where some kid tried to fly out the fucking window after watching Superman. Uh, and I think it was one of those, it would have been when one of those new uh, Marvel things came on TV. It might have been Supergirl. No, I don't know.
I don't know.
But
I'm
they
not.
were saying on that one that it had happened like a couple of dozen times starting back when George Reeves played Superman in the 50s.
What?
Yeah.
I say it takes a certain level of stupidity, unless, well, yeah, stupidity. Unless they weren't taught anything by their parents, then I guess you can consider that ignorance, right?
Well, you think back in the 50s, how many times did dad blow off shit that he didn't want to talk about? He
Daddy, I
was
want to
there
fly
to,
like Superman. Get out of here, kid. You're bothering me.
yeah, don't be fucking stupid. Uh, but dad was there to lay down the law. And, a lot of times dad was at work back then. Mom was, you know, there was a certain distance in parenting style back then. Of course, dad would whoop the living fuck out of you if it was called for, which it was called for quite a lot. Some kids,
Hmm.
not me, because I didn't live with my dad. I'm sure he would have. I mean, I've seen him whip my brothers. Not anything like my mom would do to me, but I don't know.
Yeah, getting beat
I
up by a lady is worse than getting beat up by a guy because the lady always got something to prove.
A lady uses fucking
And they use tools.
objects that, yeah, tools that leave fucking marks for weeks.
Yeah.
The I I I wonder about the games and the desensitization thing. Uh, it's still not real, but how real does it need to be for a kid?
Yeah.
Does it blur the lines of morality in your mind if you're spending hours a day pretending to shoot things on video games. Uh, I didn't feel like grabbing this sword and going off on an adventure when I was playing Zelda. I'd say that.
No,
Although I
that doesn't
did want to
happen.
go duck hunting after playing duck hunting on fucking Nintendo. I
But
didn't realize it was so fucking easy to shoot a duck.
yeah, hey, this is kind of easy. But yeah, I mean that's the thing though is that I grew up playing PlayStation and PlayStation 2, fucking Resident Evil, Grand Theft Auto, all that other shit.
Hold on, just a second. Now, I want you to think before you finish this.
Hmm.
Gee, are you sure you're the example you want to put out there?
Oh no, no, absolutely not. There's no hill that anybody wants to die on with me next to him. That's for sure. Because I'm a losing
Oh, I know
argument.
that.
I'm a losing argument. I'll fight with you, but I'm a losing argument. Because let's dig into this guy's past. So like, well, I'm going home. but
uh,
um, but yeah, I mean,
that's part of the reason why we make such a good hilltop collaboration.
but I'm no psychopath. Well, no, okay. Well, I'm no fucking mass murderer. That's for sure.
What the hell is the mental state where they don't have feelings? Sociopath?
Psychopath, sociopath. I don't know. A psychopath is somebody that's like fucking able to fake empathy and all that shit, and a
I'm
socio.
asking Connery because he's had education.
Oh, I thought you were asking the psychopath.
I, I really think that I may well be a sociopath uh, simply because I don't have emotions like a lot of people. You know, like I don't mourn. And that's not to say that I don't give a fuck if somebody dies. That's not true, but I don't get sad.
Pondering was saying about the connection of video game and movie are both the same thing, entertainment avenues. There's burnout contests nationwide after every showing of a Fast and Furious movie. For
Yeah, I mean, you get that. You get the kids that are fucking flying out windows trying to be Superman. Uh,
I don't.
Look at
I
the
just didn't
sales of
think that was
Smith
as.
and Wesson 29s after Dirty Harry. They went from almost being shelved and taken out of production at Smith and Wesson to they could not make them fast enough for 3 fucking years after that first movie. Yeah, movies matter.
Is it a
Now
bad thing
there's
to
a
be desensitized to violence, though?
I,
I mean,
I
shouldn't
don't
we all kind of have like a little taste of what the world has to offer outside of our bubble?
I'm not a narcissist.
I didn't say narcissist.
Sean did.
Oh, narcissism is a lack of empathy, but isn't that being involved in yourself? Oh yeah, Tony.
I'm not narcissistic.
Sounds like something a narcissist would say.
Maybe. I
um,
really think it's sociopath. You know, there's not
yeah,
any
but you don't
chance
like
of
get off
violence or
on fuck.
anything.
You don't get off on like bullying people and fucking hurting other people and shit like that.
Nah, I just don't fucking give a fuck. You know, and here's why I bring this up because I was going to hit you up in private about making a racial joke about all this. These kids don't matter because they were all spics. You know, and I thought about that. And I'm like, nah, I ain't going there.
Yeah, too far.
I have,
Too far, too soon.
I have limits and not many, but I'm thinking that one's crossing it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not offended, but yeah, too far, too soon.
Well, I
Um,
was, even though I got the joke out there completely, I wasn't trying to make it. I was just trying to explain, part of why I think that I'm, maybe somewhat sociopathic.
he said you're not a narcissist, but you asked what was lack of empathy.
Oh,
But I believe that,
sorry.
But see, the thing is though, is that, and Shawnee, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that a lack of empathy is in a psychopath, a sociopath, and a narcissist. And I believe narcissism is also part of being a psychopath and a sociopath, isn't it? Or one or the other.
Well, Trump is a narcissist.
But he's also a
He's
psychopath.
that uh, me first, or me, my thing.
Oh, I'm a sociopath, Tony. It describes chronic reclusiveness, a low social skills, or low desire to interact with others. But I could turn it on when I want to.
I was going to say, hell, I'm more of a sociopath than you are. I'm at least halfway buried in the ground, you coward.
uh,
And it's not that I don't want to interact with other people. I just don't give a shit about it. I'm perfectly content sitting here by myself in silence.
one does tend to lead into the other. Yes. So I'm crazy. Come ride my train. That was last
I
week. We got demonetized for fucking Ozzy.
What the hell did we get copyright for yesterday?
Ozzy.
That was for Monday
Mm-hmm. Wednesday. Wait, is today
or
Friday?
Wednesday? Sorry. Yeah, today's Friday.
No,
Sorry.
you're fucking me up, Tony. You know it's easy to do. Um,
Uh, I
kids used to
just,
try swinging from trees after George of the Jungle.
but I mean, kids are one thing. You can see where kids want to do things like this at play, and they may actually believe, but it's still kids play. But what I was pointing out, like with the 29s, that's fucking adults buying these guns because they want to be doing here, or at the very least, they want to be like doing it. Now, the one thing that I found that I love about this whole thing is that there's a plethora after every Dirty Harry marathon showed on cable of Smith and Wesson 29s fired just 6 times or less, available at steep discounts. So bring on the Dirty Harry marathon. Not that I'm looking for another one, but that was pretty much the deal on the 629. The guy had done all this shit to it and didn't want to shoot it.
Well, you know,
Which is why,
some
after
people have
thinking
weak
about it,
hands.
after talking about it Wednesday on the show, I got thinking about that, and I'm thinking that he bought the gun, had the trigger done when he bought it, because Smith and Wesson was there. But I can't be sure. There's speculation involved with that. But because the gun had hardly been shot when I got it, and I get it because I only shot it 12 times with the fucking grips it had on it. I hated that. Them things hurt like fucking hell. It had those thin, hard rubber Hogue grips on it. That thing was fucking terrible to shoot.
Yeah, I don't know why people think rubber grips are supposed to be soft.
Those are what Smith and Wesson come out with on that. They were stock, but the 29 came with narrower wood grips that were almost the same shape, kind of, as those Hogues, and they suck too. I put them big wide ass rosewood grips on both of them, and the guns are fucking great with those. I understand what Smith and Wesson was going for when they did that shit. Spread that whack over a wider area,
Yeah.
you absorb that recoil way better.
Sean, I had experience of that. You guys have all been getting fucking these, all these fucking pythons and anacondas and oh my's and shit. So I went over to my fucking local over here, which I told you sucks fucking donkey dicks, and are like almost always empty shelved and empty walled. I went in there and I asked if they fucking had Cold Python or anything like that. He said, like Rick Grimes? I was like,
Well, see, that's one of the things that I kind of poke at Pawnery for is buying movie games,
he
even
said,
though I do want a couple. Uh, it's just in jest. Whatever. I really don't.
yeah.
Uh,
Said, we don't get many
but
Rick Grimes guns in here. It's
I'm going to
funny
tell
how,
you something
hey, can I,
right now.
what?
Do not buy one before shooting it.
I didn't plan
You
on it. I
know,
just wanted to see
get
if they had one.
get one. Try somebody's first because you may not care for them. I don't want to be part of leading you down something for a $1,500 gun that you don't like.
What's the difference between that 357 and a Smith& and Wesson 357?
I honestly I can't answer it, but they are fucking better to shoot.
Then why the Smith& and
I
Wesson is or the
don't.
Colt is?
The Colt is.
Oh yeah,
I found it way better to shoot the fucking Colt than any Smith and Wesson.
then why wouldn't I want that?
What grip did I finally put on it? There, if you look at the actual Dirty Harry gun, his grips are noticeably wider.
He got boot
You know,
grips.
the wood grips,
Yeah.
and these grips that I got mimic his, except that they're made out of rosewood, which I like that color better. It it really accented the stainless gun really well, and they look fine on the blue one too. But they're much bigger. They're damn near too big for my hands, to be honest. But uh, they've got a good checker and really deep, and uh, they're wide enough that the hit of the recoil spread out to where it doesn't hurt.
Yeah. Holy
Now
shit. Says, hmm.
you'll get tired of shooting it after a box, because it still wrenches your hand.
I
She
got a
says, "What?
what? Oh, Deshaun said that it went from 60 to 600 out of the holster, the Walking Dead holster. But
Yeah,
my question was, if you knew this, it's a geography question. Why do people in Nevada have hillbilly accents, but they were born in Nevada for their entire life and haven't ever been down south?
because they've been radiated into the hillbilly retardation."
They melted their brain. you figured they
Kidding, kidding. I love Southern folk.
you figured they talk more like this, but I I am not your friend. I'm
Uh,
here to sell you a firearm.
you get down to the southern part of Illinois, the real southern part. They have the fucking accent.
I have Skittles. That makes sense though.
Now that's,
They're close to the South first of all, and a lot of people from Memphis fucking immigrated to Illinois.
but that, that's changing now as, we integrate via the internet and or people moving around. It's funny because like down in Poplar Bluff,
Hmm.
which is kind of isolated, there's nothing there to really attract people except the intersection of Highway 60 and 67. Uh, you'll get one person that's got, well, one woman that has the deep southern bell drawl that just makes you rock hard.
Hmm.
And then the next one sounds like you're talking to somebody from fucking uh, Minneapolis or something, wherever they don't have any fucking accent or colorful vocabulary or anything. Everything that popped into my head, Minneapolis, New York, Chicago, they all have a specific identifiable accent.
Boston.
Phoenix, that's a good one. She's like from fucking Phoenix, no accent whatsoever. Jesus Christ, bitch, you're boring as hell. Bring the other one back.
That's the thing too. A lot of people in Arizona fucking have fucking a little bit of a southern draw. It's just weird to me, man. We're on the West
Well,
Coast.
okay, now I don't know if I've ever said this before, but I thought I did. I am quite a bit more educated in the English language than I ever like on here.
Mm-hmm.
And I do this, or I started doing this specifically for a purpose. Because I didn't want to. I had a issue where I like to use words that people didn't know just to fucking make it feel like I'm smarter than they. That was a thing when I was younger, and as I get older, I don't like that. I would rather not talk down to people ever. So as I have done this, all the Southernisms that I got from living in Missouri have crept back into my language. I never used to say dog. I mean, I did when I was a kid, but as an adult, fuck no, I spoke proper, plain, straight up English. But
The Kings.
yeah, well, no, I didn't have that much accent. Although I used to be able to pull that off. Uh, there was a
Okay.
time when I was extremely proud of my English heritage. Uh, then I got wise enough to know that was kind of stupid.
Hello,
I'm
my
proud of my
name
American heritage.
my name is Tony York and I identify as a Britishman. An Englishman.
I'm more along the lines of Tommy Lee Jones and Lonesome Dove. I'm American, by God. That sledgehammer gun's kind of attractive, but don't that have the pearl grip on it?
I still had Sledgehammer saved from when we were doing the fucking early watch. I got the whole playlist right there.
Because I don't like the stainless with the bright colored grips, like the Remington in Quick and the Dead. Silver grips, I didn't like that. Although it looked good with the, I seen one with black grips, a stainless one or shiny one with black grips, and I seen one with mother of pearl that was surprisingly pretty. They had the lighting and camera just right on that cocksucker, and that mother of pearl popped you wouldn't believe, and it somehow was reflecting off of the polished stainless steel of the gun. And this was a 75, the round barrel with distorted reflection. God damn, it was one of the better gun pictures, and probably one of them that's in my mind for why I think these guns are the most beautiful.
Yeah, that's. I'm looking at them right now. This is what Sean's talking about. These are the grips. Hold on, let me see if I can. Yeah, right there. The Sledgehammer grips.
You could do stainless steel.
The fucking Sledgehammer grips.
Actually, stainless steel probably wouldn't be too bad because those guns could use just a touch of weight on the grip if you got the 7.5 inch barrel one.
You know I did, Shawnee. I'm telling you, you guys put me onto that shit. I might have to. You brought it back up. I might have to rewatch it.
Oh, wrong gun. Never mind. Forget all that I just said. I was still on the 1875.
I'm talking about Sledgehammer.
I see that those grips on his gun looked all right. They weren't quite as bland and white looking because of that laser etched image.
Yeah.
So it did give it a little bit of color.
Look at them fucking hollows, boy. Back in the day. What are them, black talons?
Probably the white grips themselves on that gun are now his gun don't look near as polished as mine. Mine's mirror.
I need to buy a fucking white satin pillow to put all my guns on. Like a separate white satin pillow for all of them.
in the mouth right now. It's an order. Oh, come on. Harder than that. Otherwise, I'm going to do it. I'm telling you. All right, that was nice.
Punch
Now
yourself
slug
in the
yourself
mouth,
in the stomach. All right, look, I'm running out of time. Just finish yourself off.
I didn't hardly ever see that show. What I saw, it was funny. My uncle loved it.
Who put me onto it then? Was it you or then it was Sean,
Me,
huh? Oh, it was you? Okay.
I did, there was some fucking joke that brought it all up, and it was something that he said, I think, and that's how it all got started. I mean, at the time that was playing on TV, I didn't like the self-effacing humor or self-deprecating, whichever way.
Yeah.
I liked it. I felt that this was trying to bitch slap Dirty Harry, and I didn't care for that.
Well, you're looking at it the wrong way.
I'm sure that I was now, but that's my mindset back at the time.
The bazooka that took down the building with the rooftop shoot. Yeah, that was the fucking. That was the one. That was the episode. That was the first episode that I ever watched, and I think it was because of you. And I think it was on air or close to it, or I at least found it on air.
I don't know. At least that's one of those shows that I never watched that I was aware of. Yeah, the Smith and Wesson 29. I don't give a shit if it's fucking nickel or blue. Dirty Harry's. All the rest of these fuckers can go fuck off. Chuck Norris have one of them in.
What, a bazooka?
No, the Smith and Wesson 44 in what's the fuck that movie he got? The Dodge Ram Charger buried. Lone Wolf McQuade.
Yeah.
Did he have a 29 in that?
I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know.
I might give Norris a pass as long as it wasn't a 6.5 inch.
But we all know that the bullets were made from Chuck Norris's fingernails.
Hold on, we're at the rooftop Zooks and let me see it.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I got another hour and a half to fucking trim out 6 minutes of video. Let's do it. Oh, wait, we missed the good part. Hold on.
I love violence bumpers. That's fucking great. Hell, he could have done that with his fucking revolver.
Yeah, he had a 29 in Low Wolf.
See, I can give Norris a pass as long as it wasn't a 6.5 inch gun.
So
Yeah, you get really good looks at those pythons. And the thing is that to look at a blue python, you need to see one that's clean. And I mean perfectly clean.
Yeah.
To see that bluing. Because that bluing is fucking spectacular. And back in the day, Smith & Wessons were too. But Colts were better. And, you know, don't take this as the fact that I'm a Colt fanboy, because I ain't. You know, all of the other Colts, and I've had a couple. I had a Model 10 and a 15, I think. 15 or 19. And the 10 was a really good gun, but it just wore out. Still shot pretty well though. The 19 I didn't like, and it was close to being a python. Really, I think that was what the difference is.
And a 19.
What you feel in your hand. God, no, that ain't fucking. I'm thinking of something else.
Sammy wants fucking Callahan's 29 and the Colt Python that the motorcycle cops used.
Yeah, I've got that 29 with the same grips that Harry used and the same gun. Now, a lot of people don't catch it, but on some of the shots there was an 8.5 inch.
Yeah, Shawnee, I'm gonna need to get me a fucking pillow for my Glock.
Because some of the shots where they were kind of showing him pointing the gun toward the camera, but kind of angled away, they put the 8.5 inch version or 8 or whatever. Smith and Wesson didn't use standard size. They had the longer gun in it.
Okay, so this is.
And you can tell it if you pay attention. But for most of the stuff, he was using 6. That's what he's credited carrying. I almost bought an 8.5, and this they had the 6.5 29 there used. That was pretty well worn. It was one that somebody had it shot the fuck out of it. Like. Then they had a new 8.5 laying there. Go ahead with your question. And then they had this 629, and I chose the 629.
Yeah.
I thought it was more practical at the time. And I come close to doing that fucking 8-inch version, but it was $100 more money. And it was going to give me the not wanting to take it out in the woods wet thing. That the reason I picked the 629 over the other one first. I was trying to be what the hell is the word I want? Shit. I was trying to buy a gun that was practical, so I could use that hand. Because to be honest with you, really, at that point in time, I was thinking about dumping the Hunter. I didn't like it. It took me a while to get to where I could shoot that big Ruger and shoot it, any length of time without hurting myself.
Browning Auto 5 would be interesting to have for sure. Sean says the hero
Have
shots
you
were
ever
taken with
carried?
the 8 and 3/8.
You ever shot one of them?
No, but I've seen them, and then in theory it's kind of cool. So I'm still interested. But no, I haven't ever shot one. Why is it kick like a
Well,
mule?
no. The guns shoot great,
I
but
heard
they're
that they
really
were heavy
heavy.
because they were like overbuilt to not have recoil or something. I don't know.
If you want that type of action, go get that Franchi fucking lightweight if you want to carry the gun. Although you might want mama's padded bra on.
Oh, they're
Shoot.
heavy.
No, fuck no, they're not heavy. They're light. They kick like a fucking mule.
I'm talking about the Browning 5.
Yeah, the Browning 5's probably 9 pounds loaded.
Oh, one of my dogs can carry that. That'll be my
Well,
dog gun.
if you go out and walk 2.5 miles packing that cocksucker in snow, it's heavy. I had one.
Dogs won't notice that. I wonder if they sell any
Yeah,
pack mules out here.
you don't notice that double so much as just it seems long. It's a lot like the 4570. It seems like it's a real long recoil. Unless you happen to shoot magnums in it with the ring put in the wrong way. Then you'll notice they kick the fucking shit. They're a great fucking gun. They're easy to shoot well, but they're not easy to shoot a long time. I mean, like I wouldn't want to take one to a trap match.
Yeah, I don't know. I need a better shotgun. And I don't know if I'm gonna go with like something short, like one of those fucking shockwaves again. I already had the shockwave. I wasn't super impressed.
Tell you something you ought to try. You
What?
can get your hands on just to see if you like it. It's Winchester Model 12.
How long is the barrel?
Uh, they probably standard hunting lengths are 30-inch, but they made them 18.
Okay. If I can find an 18-inch one, I'll check them out. What is it called again? I'm
It's a
smoking.
Winchester Model 12,
Winchester 12.
but you can buy barrels for them. 30-inch full choke barrels for shooting fucking geese and shit like that. But they're a good gun to throw. I mean, up to your shoulder. It's real natural. And I'm not saying buy one. I'm just saying try one out and see what you think of it.
I'm looking at shotguns
Winchesters
right now.
did a fucking miraculous job at making guns fit well. I'm not a real Winchester fanboy. I really, for the most part, I like Marlin better, but Jesus Christ, there's no arguing how they fit.
You read Gunmetal's guy question?
Uh, uh,
Revolver
didn't see
storage and keep all of them in the original case in slots that are fabric line on both sides, or those pegs that go down the barrel lining in the safe. The pegs that go down the barrel lining in the safe. What do you do?
all right, my Smith & Wessons lay here on my desk loaded, both of them. They're laying on the desk underneath microfiber towel. And that's just so shit don't get on dust, spill it, things like that. All the other guns kept in their original case, and everything is well oiled. And I mean, if you grab them by anything steel, they will get oil on your hands. They're well oiled. And I take them out about once every 2 or 3 months, wipe them off, work hard, re-oil them, and put them back. Especially anything that's blue. Not so picky about the stainless gun. And I say blue, but you know the cheap ones are the same deal. Still.
Ready to watch a bit of this video about how you can survive a headshot?
Sure.
First question, can you hear?
Previous video, anatomy of a headshot. It's not required that you watch it, but it would definitely make this video a little bit easier to
Click on
understand.
my body.
Firstly, I just want to preface this by saying that the majority of people who are shot in the head
Where are you going to
die.
show it at?
There's no question about
Well, I'm showing it on YouTube live, but it should also be on the Discord if you click on it.
Well, I have to open. Hang on.
it. But there are some rare cases where people have lived. The cases that I'll mention later in this video are people who had incredibly rare circumstances that ultimately saved their lives. Exact replication of these circumstances doesn't mean one would have the same outcome as the survivors.
And this is from the fucking...
They are the exception, not
before
the
we
rule.
get
Surviving a
copywritten,
gunshot to the
this
head
is
is not like
from
recovering from a broken arm or leg. It
Questions
results
for
in
Science
life-altering
YouTube
effects of
channel.
mental, emotional, and physical hardships. Even with full
What, are we
recovery, the
doing a
victim is
reaction to
usually not the
this?
same.
Yeah, we're gonna
So
react.
just to clear some
Live
things up,
react.
Invoking
when I say
that
shot in the head,
we're
I
not
don't mean
violating
here or
copyright
here
because this is a
or
reaction
here.
to this
By
video.
shot
This
in
is
the
a
head,
reaction
I
of this
specifically
video. It
mean
falls
a
under
bullet
fair
penetrates your
use.
skull and goes directly into your brain. With that
Somewhere
cleared up,
around
let's look at various factors
1976,
that
they
have to
made it
take
okay.
place in order to give you
I'm
a chance to
subbed
survive.
to
The first thing you'll
the
want is
Science
to
Channel,
not get
so
shot with a
fucking
rifle or
what's it
shotgun.
called again?
As explained in my
I'm
previous
not
video,
subbed
a
either.
rifle is a high-powered firearm,
I'm
and
subbed
the amount of
questions for
kinetic energy the
science,
bullet
so
has as it
I'm
strikes your
fucking
skull is
subbed to
far too
Nightwish,
much
and
to
they
give you a
still
fighting
fucking
chance
bump
to
us.
survive. And
Yeah,
as for
come on,
shotguns, if it's
Nightwish, you
point blank or
bitches.
even a few feet away, you're not going to
Sammy
live.
says, yeah,
I'm
don't
sure
get in
there'll
the
be
head,
some
hit in the
comments
head.
along
That'd
the
be
lines of, well,
optimal.
if you get shot with a 20
Now,
gauge
see, this
shotgun with
particular
bird jab
video
from
is
20
one
feet
of the
away,
reasons
you
why
won't die,
I
you
became
dude.
such a
Okay,
44
let's be real
Magnum
here.
fan.
We're talking lethal distance with lethal rounds.
Can you
Will
survive a
shot more
headshot?
slow,
Yes, with the
within
44
relatively
Magnum.
close range,
Fuck
like
no.
5 or
Probably
6
not.
feet, not 100 yards away. Yes, some people do live after a self-inflicted shotgun wound to the
Caliber
head, but
does
that's because
matter.
they didn't hit their brain. Usually they end
The
up
only
taking
way
off
you
their
can live
face
is
or
by
their
not
jaw.
hitting your brain.
The gun is typically aimed this way or this
Long
way, where the
story
shot
short,
does
I
not
guess.
end up hitting the brain or brain stem. I mean,
Well,
we're talking
you
about a
cannot
scenario
hit the
where you already
brain and
have
hit the
less than a
fucking
10%
spinal
chance of
cord through
living
their
having a
fucking
good
mouth,
day
and
if you aim a
they're
shotgun at your
done
head
there
and close
too.
this ball. Conversely, in homicides, the
This
I
is where he
have.
talks
90%
about
of
contact
suicides
shots.
resulted
Go
in the
ahead.
bullet
Don't
passing
give a
through the
shit.
skull.
Go ahead. I'm
Whereas in
listening.
homicides, the bullet
I,
only
I
passed
have
through
seen
19%
a number
of
of
the time.
videos where they
This is
talk about
because
taking
in most
headshots
suicides, the method
at
is
the
via a contact
base
shot,
of the
where
nose,
the
upper
victim
lip,
places
mouth
the gun against
triangle
the
area,
head and then
because
fires. So
if
the
you're
bullet
facing
has peak
straight
energy
on,
when it
that
hits the
will
skull.
sever the spinal
Conversely, in
column
homicides, the
or
shot
hit
is
him in the
usually fired
brainstem,
from a further distance,
and that
so the
will,
round does lose
and
some
according
energy.
to these
Next,
videos, in
to
every
increase your
case,
chances of survival,
turn them
it's
off.
important to only have
Yeah.
one hemisphere of your brain damaged.
I
Either
wouldn't
left
swear that
or
it's
right means less
absolutely every case, but
complications
that's
and
what they
disruptions
say.
to connectivity in the body. Also, the majority of the circulation
I'm
of
like,
the
I
brain
want
is located
44
in the
Magnum
center
so I can
between the
shoot
two
him in the fucking
hemispheres.
toe
If a
and turn
bullet
him
passes
off.
through here, it could sever the middle cerebral artery, causing an extraordinary amount of blood loss. Finally, the most important factor in
44
surviving
Magnum
a
with black
headshot is
talons, if
medical
you clip a
response time.
toenail, they're
You can
dead.
have the best case scenario, but if you don't have quick medical attention, well, you're
And
going
if
to
you
die.
all believe
It's
that,
important
there's
to
this
know that
bridge I own
sometimes
in
people don't
Arizona
even
that
have
I'd
to
like
get
to sell
away
you.
from getting shot in the head. Have the best case
There is
scenario,
bridges.
but if you don't have quick medical
No, there
attention,
is. London
well,
Bridge is in
you're going
Arizona.
to die. Either left or right means less complications and disruptions to
And it
connectivity
was
in the
moved
body.
there, so it's
Also, the
obviously
majority of the
portable.
circulation for the brain is
So it's
And
located
I
in
will
the center
send you
between the
this
two
envelope
hemispheres.
with
If a
tracking
bullet passes through
information,
here,
so
it could sever the middle
we have
cerebral
record of
artery,
it being
causing an
tracked.
extraordinary amount
So
of
it's
blood loss.
survivable, but
Finally,
depending
the
on
most
what hemisphere of the fucking brain it is. So this is it. Type of gun. These are the factors of survival. Type of gun, distance, hemisphere, which hemisphere of the brain it hits, and if it only does one or both, and medical response time.
important factor in surviving a headshot is medical response time. You could have the best
What's
case
this
scenario,
picture? That
all
picture.
fragments in any dead tissue, and allow the brain to swell. If it swells too much, it will press on the inside of the skull, causing more damage to itself. To prevent this from happening, part of the skull is removed in a procedure known as a craniectomy. This
Hang on.
allows the brain to
So part of the skull is removed to stop the swelling. So if you get shot in the brain and your brain swells, wouldn't the hole in your head help with the swelling?
Well, I don't know. I was just thinking maybe you should actually think of 44 Magnum blowing the top of their fucking head off. They might survive it.
It might help.
Surgeons simply remove bullet and skull fragments in any dead tissue and allow the brain to take care of the rest. You see, surgeons cannot treat torn brain tissue.
I don't
like
know.
regular
I am
tissue.
not
It
going to
can't have
ever
stitches drawn
think
through it
there's
or
any way
connected
to
up.
survive a
Brain
fucking
tissue is
headshot.
full of billions of neurons.
Keep
Bandaging
your
and pricking
fucking
tissues
head down.
would cause more damage to these very
Buy a
sensitive nerve
ballistic
cells.
helmet?
Instead, the patient is stabilized and the brain is allowed to repair itself.
That's fine as long as it's like one of them stocking caps where you pull it down over your fucking face.
Fairly well. It doesn't rewire everything.
Oh, they
back
do
to
end up talking about
100%, but it
Gabby
does a
Gifford.
fairly good
I
job
want to
in
see when they
creating
talk
pass
about
through
how
her left eye
fucking
socket, travel through the middle.
if it's
Was a
type of
15-year-old
bullet and all the fucking all these different factors of how to survive. How did fucking Kennedy get
Pakistani
killed with a
activist who
22
was
or
quite vocal on
25 or
social media
22?
about women's rights.
Bobby was a 22.
Yeah, I'm not talking about. Yeah, he
On
obviously got
October
killed
9th,
with a fucking
2012, while
a
walking to
rifle.
school with her classmates,
Carcano.
a Taliban gunman saw her and ordered her to kneel down. The gunman drew a .45 caliber revolver, aimed
45
downward
caliber
at her head, and
revolver.
then fired a single round. The bullet passed through her left eye socket, traveled through the middle part of her left ear, and into her left shoulder.
Oh,
Due
that's
to
a
the
lucky,
trajectory
lucky.
of the
That's
bullet,
not lucky,
only a small
but that's
portion of
lucky.
the left frontal lobe of her brain received damage, and it was limited to only one hemisphere. She was given a craniectomy and later on recovered. She would go on to receive the Nobel Peace Prize for her actions on women's rights.
He shot her down, I guess, downward.
In August
Or
of
she
2006,
kept her head down, like you
Rachel
said.
Brzezinski was a typical 17-year-old high school student. She and her
She
friends had
would.
heard of an
Oh, that was
abandoned
too
haunted
pretty to
barn
shoot.
out on the countryside. They drove to the barn at night and
Not
walked
apparently
onto
her
the property.
boyfriend.
The
Like,
owner of the
I can't
property
have
heard
her.
trespassers
Oh.
and shot at them in the dark with a .22 caliber rifle.
Yikes.
One of the rounds struck Brzezinski on the back right side of her head, passed from the right hemisphere into the left hemisphere towards the front of her head, and stopped just above her left eye. The .22 caliber bullet was a hollow point, so when it struck her head,
Not
it
a
mushroomed
22
out and
caliber
doubled in
bullet on the
size.
screen, by the way.
A total of 4 lobes in her brain were damaged, and even worse, the bullet crossed both hemispheres. Fortunately, Brzezinski was quickly rushed to the hospital and underwent an emergency craniectomy. Though bullet and bone fragments were removed from the brain, the bullet itself could not be recovered. Additionally, she had a portion of her temporal lobe removed due to it being in a necrotic state. Though she has fully recovered,
ew.
she does have memory issues and continues physical therapy to this day, but overall has
Still
had
a
a
looker.
fairly normal life.
Wonder if
She
it was
was
that
even
portion
featured on
that
the
said
cover of People
no.
magazine in 2011. The
She's got a
farmer who
lazy eye,
shot
though.
at a group of teenagers in the dark, nearly killing one,
I
was
got
sentenced
one of my
to
daughters
19
has
years in
that.
prison.
One of my granddaughters has that.
Look at this fucking guy that shot him, though. Jesus
Gabby
Christ.
Giffords was an Arizona
Surprised he
congresswoman
didn't try to play with
representing
the bodies
Arizona's 8th congressional
afterwards.
district. On January 8th,
How the fuck did he get with her?
Giffords was attending
He
a meet
wasn't.
and
He
greet
was
with
the
residents in her
landowner.
district.
That
Oh,
her and her
In
friend
the
were on the
crowd was
fucking
a
property,
23-year-old paranoid
and
schizophrenic named Jared
the
Loeffner,
guy
who
was
in
shooting at him
possession
in the
of a
dark.
9mm handgun. Loeffner walked up to a table Giffords was sitting at and shot her directly in the forehead from 3 feet away. The bullet entered above her left eye, passed through her brain, and exited out the back of her head.
The hollow point
2
ad.
factors contributing
Hence
to
the
Giffords'
hollow point
survival
ad
was a
jokes.
bullet that
Oh,
passed
shit.
through one hemisphere, thereby limiting damage to the rest of her brain.
A back
Additionally,
I had
shot.
somebody
cancer
bitch the
concern
shit out of
and
me on
his
that.
doctor performed CPR on her, prolonging her life until medics
A
could
back
transport
shot
her
Got
to
will
the
really-
squash
hospital.
all that.
Giffords' quick
Got
access to
really
medical
pissed
care
off
being a
over that.
politician undoubtedly
He
saved
said
her
Gabby
life.
Giffords is a
But
hollow
having
point
damaged
ad.
her frontal lobe made it difficult for her to speak and control voluntary movements. But following intense physical and speech therapy, she was able to make a full
Like,
recovery.
she has
in 2012, to
The
show her notable
makings of a
improvement,
great
she led
story.
the
Like,
Pledge of
oh shit,
Allegiance
she
at the
went through all
Democrat
this
National
shit,
Convention.
went through all this physical therapy, and she still advocates guns. That's been great.
Yeah, that's the Steve Scalise route.
Yeah.
They damn near shot him in the junk.
Indivisible. I remember this. I
At this
remember
rate,
that.
So
it would
tell me
seem that
this,
getting
being
shot in
the
head with a
asshole that
low-powered
you are,
firearm and then
Yes.
having immediate
don't
medical
you just
attention
want to
right
walk
after
up
was
behind
the
her
perfect formula
and
to
go,
survive?
bang!
Well, not exactly. There was one infamous case where everything
rack
fit the
a fucking
criteria
pistol.
perfectly, and yet the victim did not live. Specifically, the assassination of Robert F. Kennedy. Robert Kennedy was a senator from Massachusetts who was running for president in 1968. On June 5th, Kennedy gave a speech at the
Yeah, out there I
Ambassador
might have just
Hotel in
been
Los
that
Angeles
shit.
after winning the California
Hang on, here's the
primary.
Bobby Kennedy one.
Afterwards, he exited through the hotel's kitchen and greeted 17-year-old busboy Juan Romero. At that
Fucking
moment,
Juan.
a Jordanian national, Sirhan, walked up behind Kennedy and fired 8 shots from a .22 caliber handgun. 4 of the 8 shots had hit Kennedy. 1 behind his right ear, 1 at the top of his right shoulder, and 2 just to the left of his right armpit. He was rushed to Good Samaritan
shot the
Hospital
fuck
16
out of
miles
him.
away.
Yeah.
Neurosurgeons performed a craniectomy but were unable to
But see,
remove
that's
the
the
large
thing, is that
bullet
he
and
had
bone fragments from Kennedy's
all
brain.
the factors
Over the course of 26 hours
of
of
surviving a
intense
headshot
neurosurgery,
and
Robert
died.
F. Kennedy eventually passed away on June 6, 1968. Considering the circumstances of the previous survivors, Kennedy should have lived. He was shot with a low-powered handgun using a small caliber bullet. Only one hemisphere of his brain was damaged, and he received immediate medical care. At first glance, we could say it's a luck of the draw that Kennedy died and they lived. However, looking deeper, we see that it's not the case. Kennedy was shot with a low-powered handgun and using a small caliber bullet. Yes, he only had one hemisphere affected, and yes, he received top medical care. But one thing was very different in Kennedy's case than was in the rest: the location of the bullet. The bullet that entered behind Kennedy's ear damaged the right cerebellum and right occipital cortex. This caused reduction in cerebral functions and edema, or a buildup of fluid in the local area. The brainstem being adjacent to this region was damaged due to this swelling. The brainstem is crucial in controlling automatic functions like regulating
Okay,
heart rate,
that
breathing,
makes
and
sense.
sleeping. A swelling brain putting pressure on the brainstem would damage it, thereby causing the person to stop breathing. In Kennedy's case, as fluid built up, the brainstem became more and more damaged from the pressure, thereby interfering with signaling to the lungs to breathe involuntarily. Surgeons noted that as Kennedy's intracranial pressure increased, his breathing slowed down, to the point that he finally succumbed at 1:44 a.m. on June 6th.
So, don't get shot in the back of the head for sure. That's crazy though, man. Cause you'd figure with all those factors enabled, he would have lived. Did Tony drop out? Are you here, Tony? Is Tony getting beat up for what he said? Tony, what happened?
Whoops!
Yeah,
I,
well,
I,
whoa.
when when I exited out of the video, it exited out of the fucking stream.
Oh,
Learn not to do that again, I guess. In other words, I was saying, not in other
yeah.
same words I said.
Words.
Don't get fucking shot in the head. Keep your
It,
goddamn head down. And don't fucking miss when you shoot back.
well, yeah, and shooting back is the shoot back. Shoot back. It'll help, and it'll throw off their aim. If there, if there's anything that'll fuck up somebody's aim, it's getting shot at.
Well, and if you really want to fuck up their aim, shoot them in the goddamn head. Don't miss.
Yeah, make sure that it's at a close range with a big caliber bullet and a fucking contact shots are the best. We
I hit
kind
a
of
fucking clay pigeon at 50 yards with that Ruger. That would certainly cover the area of a good headshot. It don't have to be that damn close. If you got enough gun.
Yeah, it hurt me too, gunmetal guy. I have headphones on, and it hurt
What?
when you're like, "I'm back" or whatever the fuck you said. Or you're making out with the microphone and talking at the same time.
Well, when I had cut out, I had screamed a shot sound, so you're lucky you missed that.
Thank Gabby Gifford for that one.
Well, you bitch all the time that you can't hear me, so I try to make it better.
I don't. It's hard to tell if I would I rather not hear you.
I'm certain that that's sometimes the case.
Holy shit! It's 85 degrees right now. It's only 8:56.
Oh, it's 62 here at 10:56.
What it was 85.6 degrees at 8:56 a.m. Would the world implode? I don't know. Probably not. What else do you got?
Anyway, what else do I got?
Yeah,
What did I put?
I could end on a poem. I got a poem.
No, I ain't done yet. Already covered the Walmart felony. The security words yet. Oh, the Pope has come out anti-gun.
What?
Yep.
Nah.
Yes, he did.
Nah. I gotta have a talk. I gotta have a talk with the Pope. Figure this out. What did he say? Guns are bad.
I I don't remember verbatim what he said.
Why do you need AR-15?
I ain't Catholic. She is pretty.
Hey, if there's a one thing I say that we don't need is a higher capacity magazines.
I don't know that he specifically said anything about specific guns. I think he said something about gun violence.
Ghost guns are not really a ghost, they're demonic spirits.
Your Holiness, if God wanted something done about gun violence, he would have done it. Omnipotent, you know.
If a ghost gunner comes back to you and look like one of your relatives, it's not really a ghost, it's a demon.
Please stop that shit. Again, and she kind of fortunately stayed pretty too.
I am not a crook.
Oh, Nixon.
I am not a crook.
Another
we
question? Yes, go ahead.
we had nothing to do with the crack, if that's a you question. That was at the CIA. I'm just waiting for the question, man. I got nothing. I got a poem. I punched my
Just
wife before the show, not out of anger, but my food was cold. How did she figure I would not know? But I bet next time. Everybody, come on, Tony. My food won't be cold.
well, I would actually say that you better fucking sleep with one eye open.
I lock her in her own room before we go
You wake up with your
to bed.
fucking dick and balls shoved down your goddamn throat.
What did I tell you last week about kennels, Tony? Women are weak. They can't even break through a dog kennel. I'm safe.
I wrote that down.
I'm glad you did.
No shit. Worst Italian accent ever. No kidding.
I said not Italian, it's a Jesuit. Is this one Jesuit or was the last one Jesuit?
This one's Jesuit.
Yeah, it's a Jesuit accent.
I
Which
think
is
he was.
crazy to me because Catholics are supposed to hate Jesuits. But I guess
Well,
they're the same. Same, but different, but still same.
so far he's kind of glossed over a lot of their hard and fast rules. So he ain't said abortion's okay yet, but I think he hinted that in some cases, but I'm not sure. That may have been somebody else said.
If the baby has a one eye with its brain outside of its body, you could kill it.
If your dad fucked you, you kill it.
If it comes out as a demon, kill the demon.
You don't kill demons, you excise them, goddammit. What kind of Catholic are you?
You send it back to hell, however you send it back to hell. Never mind, no question. I probably answered it when he asked. I don't know. I probably answered it. Never mind, no
What's
question. Thanks for the chat, guys. I know it was like pulling teeth for y'all, but we appreciate it anyway. Really do.
Why the hell would it be like pulling teeth?
Yeah, what? And are you talking about the royal we? If your coworkers are listening to this, tell them to stop fucking freeloading and subscribe. Like, share, subscribe the video.
And join our fucking Patreon.
We were just talking about this. Mondays and Fridays are gonna be Patreon only shows. And then fucking
No, they're not.
Wednesday.
You'd be doing them by your fucking self.
Shit. I would never. That's funny
I
though.
would never.
I would never. I would never.
And I have made it fucking clear from moment one that I wouldn't.
I have. I've never.
There's a lot out there that fucking do.
Yeah.
I don't mind the idea of them when they do a Patreon first show and then they put it on YouTube a couple of days later.
That's a good
Like,
one too. We should do that. I forgot about that. I got the
I'm not
fucking
doing that shit.
the 2A YouTubers that fucking don't give a fuck about the 2A.
They
Or
give a
is there
fuck about the money.
or there's probably a better way to word. I don't know. We'll work on that one.
Oh, I remember now what you're talking about. Oh, that was my fucking idea.
Yeah, I know.
It's 11:02. It's too late to start that one. We're gonna throw a shitload of YouTubers under the bus.
Well, we're thinking about it. Maybe doing it in general. I don't know. We'll figure out how to do it, but we'll talk about it more on
Why
Monday.
you're afraid to?
No.
You're
What
afraid to say
backlash?
Yankee and Matt suck?
No, Matt's a good guy. Matt's a good guy. Like I said, like I told you off
That
here,
was
I
fucking humor, goddammit.
oh yeah. But I had a question, and I'm trying to fucking go through my notes. Oh, was there ever drunk, passed out party teabagging pictures in the 50s, Tony?
Uh, not they. If there was, it would have been very, very, very rare because you had to have everything developed back then, and shit like that would have been turned over to the cops.
Like, Ma, put your balls in his mouth while he's passed out, and I'll take a picture.
Uh, you know, there really wasn't instant cameras in the 50s, so you know, sure, there's people that had their own dark rooms and did that shit, but
Yeah. Set
I
up the
have not
tripod. I'm gonna
seen.
put my balls in his mouth. Hurry before he wakes up.
I
Oh,
mean, let's be honest, there is hardly ever any pictures around of like upskirts on women or women flashing people, things like that.
yeah, right. Oh, she's bending
I
over.
doubt.
Grab your pen and pad.
Yeah, no shit. And then you just take it just a few years later and go into the 64, 65 era. You got women sitting on fucking copiers.
Yeah, they didn't have copiers in the 50s. No Xerox. Xerox didn't exist. I mean,
I don't know when those came around.
Xerox may have existed as a company, but he changed my name.
I,
Sean said he changed my name. Hang on, I gotta go look now. This is my public image here, Tony. We're talking about. He's Michelle Obama.
well, at least now you can claim to have balls.
Yeah, I'm a man. That's for goddamn sure. I'm a man.
Manly man.
I'm a man's
Yes.
man. My husband's the president. um, you got anything else, man? Cause
Nope.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
Um,
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You
yeah,
guys
I'm gonna get rid of this
chime
bullshit.
in on either this or on the
Just
comment section in YouTube or Discord or whatever if you want us to do the bit about YouTube hosts that are
well,
fucking chills and shit.
we're talking about it on Monday anyway, so we'll figure it out. But yeah, leave a
Yeah, but
comment.
we had
Comments
discussed
help,
making
so
a
fuck.
fucking we had discussed making a fucking thing out of it.
Maybe we'll just do it on Patreon.
Well, then have fun.
And also on Monday, we're going to talk about New Testament Jesus versus Revelation machine gun sword Jesus.
I'll tell you what, you gotta love these modern fucking Catholics.
that
Hopefully, we can get Night Strike in for that one. 'Cause
would
I'm
be
gonna have a fucking blast.
that would be fucking amazing. That would be fun. I don't know if he's as devout as you would think he is, though. I don't know. Maybe he is.
Come on, man.
Let's not. Oh, come on, man. Me. Um.
Do that. Just whip out the Red Wings episode.
yeah. Part of me was shamed when we were talking about it too, so I don't know.
I wasn't.
Uh, Cap.
You want to talk about silencing somebody?
Yeah, it worked. Or we could talk about capital punishment. Have you ever heard of the capital punishment where they cut all your tendons and then heal them
No.
separately? So what they do is they cut all of your tendons and then fucking take little gauze or whatever the fuck and fucking medical paper or whatever the fuck and stick it between the slices so they heal separately and then fucking after that you let them go. Being pushed in a
Uh,
wheelchair, of course. Like I'm talking about tendons in their wrist, the tendons behind their
I
knees,
mean,
tendons in their fucking
I
feet.
I don't understand the purpose of just making them a fucking ward of whoever's got to feed them and keep them alive if they do.
I don't know. I guess you would
I mean,
assume that there's
to
no.
cripple somebody to
Go ahead.
extent seems stupid. I mean, I get the idea of chopping off a thief's hand.
Right. But crippling them and then setting them free is not a bright idea. Because, I mean, to me, that would just be more of a fucking suck on society. Like,
Right. That's kind of what
the person is still gonna have to eat and fucking they're still gonna have to fucking shit and they're still gonna have to use water and they're still all that shit. Arguably
Yeah, they're going to
more than everybody else.
suck up resources with no payback.
Yeah, that was one of the ones that never made sense to me. That was fuck, I gotta look it up now, but that was a European one. But that was the ones that never made sense to me. There's a lot of them, but remember that was a whole segment I kind of wanted to go through
All right.
before. But that was a fucking weird one for sure.
It'll be a new segment by the time Monday rolls around to me. Oh, I got my new lawnmower tires in. They're
Yeah,
fucking impressive too.
yeah, but
I ordered tires for ATV, and what I ordered, the picture showed, you know, pretty aggressive knobby. The tires that showed up are ridiculously aggressive, but this motherfucker turns now. So if you ain't doing that this afternoon, come over and change it.
yeah, I'll try. Torture? Torture, maybe? Medieval torture?
Oh, they had some fucking clever and really uncomfortable to think about tortures.
Yeah, they had some bad ones.
That fucking pear shaped thing they stuck up in a woman's vagina and expanded it.
Maybe that was a movie that I saw that in or something. I don't know,
While
man.
uh,
Everything melts together after a while.
while I seen some appeal to the beginning stages of that particular thing, yes, we don't take holidays off.
Death by a thousand cuts, but that ain't it though. Even though they could cut tendons, but they
These are
die.
more aggressive than boggers.
Tony's lawnmower. Oh yeah. You guys are really going to do a show Monday because you know it's Memorial Day, right? I think. Oh yeah, I'm glad you said that. I think Monday might be our only show, and he does make sense because probably nobody's gonna watch it. But Monday might be our only show. It depends. I might go back to Phoenix next week, so we'll see. But I'll be here Monday for sure.
It's all right. The old lady came home from work, and if she gets COVID, I think we're going to go to Missouri next week.
Well, don't go Monday so we can still have a show.
Right. Yeah,
Okay.
the guy won't deliver the building on a Monday anyway.
Oh,
The day
okay,
after
good.
that.
Good. Yeah, then we're set up. Next week we might. Shit. That means this weekend I'm gonna have to put together the new watch thing that I've been holding off. Excuse me. Um, just asking, man. You know we around here have strange memories. Oh yeah. Um, who's coming on tonight? Nice Rice coming on tonight. Gizzard Gary's gonna be on tonight. Sean. Sean's coming on tonight. I think Sean Ponnery's gonna have the War Room thing. If not, he's gonna have that Penny Arcade thing. One or the other. Um, Tomorrow Travis is gonna be on. And Gizzard Gary's coming back on Sunday. If I missed anybody, whoops. Anything you got,
I,
Tony?
fuck no. Although I did ask Pawner if he stopped doing the war room on the Discord. I haven't looked to see if he'd answered.
Oh, he said he'll be on if you'll have me. War Room tonight. All right.
Monday.
Oh, on Monday,
Yeah,
yeah.
we've done. Oh, we did shows on Christmas.
Yeah.
We don't take holidays off.
Mm-mm. Yeah. No, fuck it. If it falls on it, it falls on it.
Although I wouldn't want to do a Memorial Day show, quote unquote, because I wasn't in the service.
Oh no, it's gonna be a show about titties or something stupid. Like it's not gonna be fucking. It's gonna be a regular show. No
Yeah,
themes.
that's right.
Themes are gay. But
The
yeah, I don't know. I'm done. You got anything else?
Nope, I got nothing. Good day, everybody.
Have a good weekend.
Don't let the door hit you on the ass on the way out.
Yeah, we'll see you Monday.